Not sure. Either way, I guess we will not be watching that. Okay, so RIP Moon and DJ. We won't be watching you. Too bad. Okay, so Shroomed+Armada versus MacD and Westballz. I actually think I might have watched this one already. I know I watched 2 sets of this top 8. So Peach Sheik instead of Fox Sheik. That's interesting because I mean Armada likes Fox versus Peach. I think he always says how Fox directs Peach, so I would assume he would like it. Um, so Westballz and MacD on paper not the greatest team. Westballz doesn't have great results in doubles. He actually every time you see Westballz, he talks about how he's amazing in doubles now, and with many partners, he ends up doing terribly. I would say Westballz' biggest problem is that he tunnel visions and then puts himself in lag and gets punished by the other person. That said, he's ridiculously fast and technical, so he could potentially, navigate safely. But he just he does a lot of up smash and shit that gets punished. I've played against him my fair share of times. Okay, so let's see if that happens. Pete Cheek, generally considered the strongest team without a Fox. If Puff weren't in the game, it might be considered on the level of double Fox. But because Puff is in the game, definitely not the strongest composition because they can't punish rest at all. Let's also, I should say, MacD generally regarded as one of the best doubles players ever, but no one really understands why. He just kind of brings the chaos. Screws up that ledge guard. Ends up being kind of costly. But the team ledge guard on Peach is pretty hard because she can fast fall, which has a big range of timings to cover. And then Shroom gets thrown into an unfortunate position and gets killed. Sometimes that happens. Not too much you can do about it. Armada's got it. Yeah, nothing MacD could do to save that really. Really tight battle we have. Okay, see right there, chalk that one time Westballz, he took 58 damage because he didn't unsave up smash. Just complete tunnel vision there. Really, yeah, really bad. Okay, so definitely Armada believes that Sheik should be the one taking the lead in this composition. You'll see it when he teams with Android, even though he's a stronger player than Android. Android still generally does the aggression. So Shroom being a really aggressive player himself, we'll probably see that in this set. I think that's one of the reasons why Armada's Fox ends up not doing as well in doubles as you might expect sometimes. Obviously it's still amazing, but I think the fact that it makes it a little bit less obvious to him what the role should be. Fox has a lot of power, and you need to know where to put yourself. Whereas with Peach, he's got his role more figured out. Westballz being smart, using the top platform, not rushing into anything. Ooh, amazing save from Armada. I assume it was intentional. I didn't see if he was in his float or if he had to up B, but that stuff usually doesn't happen by luck. Oh, Shroom not catching the stitch face, and then I think Westballz threw it. Okay, so Shroom just took a lot of damage, 63, but unless MacD can save Westballz, oh, he does. Okay, so yeah, Shroom not able to ledge guard there. That's the power of Shine Stall. You can just shine until your teammate can deter the people from ledge guarding. A roll from ledge would have sufficed there to close out Westballz. I'm not really sure what Shroom was doing. Maybe he thought MacD would be smart and go out and down air, which would have been good. Okay, so Armada with a 1-on-2. Definitely a doable one, though, because Westballz can't, force anything. Grab release, okay. No, right there what he should have done was float past, turn around, grab release, and up smash. That would have been the kill. By grab release, I mean re-grab with the Peach, not that grab release like jab thing I was talking about earlier. So Westballz and MacD taking game 1, pretty surprising. Definitely big underdogs in this set. They've teamed before, not a shit ton of times, but they've had mixed results. Okay. So game 2, counterpick to FD, a reasonably obvious choice for Peach Sheik. If not Yoshi's, then I think FD is clearly the other choice. FD, the battlefield of doubles, just generally favors the team with better teamwork because there's no platforms to interrupt team combos. So if you just hold your zone and yeah, could do good zone control with your teammate, then you're highly rewarded on an FD. And if you have bad teamwork and you get out of your zone, you get separated from your teammate, it's really hard to regroup because there's no way to circumvent like the Peach's big hitboxes with platforms. You just have to get through her head on. Pretty easy smash here that Shroomed missed right there. Kind of surprising. MacD doing a good job hitting Armada out of a potential lead garbage on Westballz. Blue team just kind of all over the place, but luckily they have like such strong players for that strategy that it works out kind of okay. Yeah, that was pretty disastrous. Westballz tries to do some outlandish shield pressure on Armada, gets nared, then MacD dies also. Shroomed, unfortunately, killing Armada right there. Great nair from Armada, preventing Shroomed from getting up smashed. Yeah, really good stuff right there from red team. Perfect right there. Armada hits Westballz off. Armada ledge hogs, Shroomed covers the stage, then finishes out the ledge guard. MacD getting the reprisal kill, but oh my god, this is what happens when you play Fox and there's these other characters on the screen. Sometimes you just take 100 damage, and honestly, there's nothing you can do sometimes. Like you don't always have a way out, especially on FD. You often do not have a way out. Westballz just doesn't make any effort to coordinate with MacD. He's like literally done nothing this game to try to work with MacD. But I mean, sometimes that can work if you have one really good teams player with one really good doubles player. The singles player can get away with doing less teamwork. I think Leffen is a good example of that. That might have been what Ken and Isaiah were like as a team. I wasn't on the level where I'd analyzed their sets back in the day. But that's what people make it sound like. Chillin and Chudat, another example. Chillin doesn't really do anything to do teamwork, but Chu is super on point with his teamwork. So it works out. Just kill yourself, McCain. Okay. Over 100% ledge guard. So, be interesting to see what red team picks. They could pick Yoshi's, but I think that'd be a bad idea because Peach Sheik is really strong in that stage. I would say it's their best stage. It's just it's kind of risky. Okay, Stadium. That makes more sense to me. It's pretty much this is a case of buffing Fox in terms of blast zones, and he's very mobile. So yeah, they didn't want to go Yoshi's against Peach Sheik, and Stadium was just a solid choice. Game 1 was on Battlefield, I think, which they won. Battlefield would have been a good choice too. MacD tries to tech and he misses it. Okay, again, see Westballz. Okay, he gets away with it, but Westballz didn't up smash, almost gets killed for it, and it would have only been like 18% or whatever. Definitely not worth the risk. Let's see if, okay. One thing that's really unfortunate that happens in doubles, or just a situation you have to be ready for, if two people are hit off the stage in the same direction, oftentimes one person gets killed. The person who gets hit slightly farther from the stage, the person at higher percent will get killed. Because like, just think of it hypothetically like this. You get hit behind a Sheik, and you both need to recover. The Sheik can just back air you. Her foot's fucking giant. Shroomed tried to do that. He's very good at that, but it didn't work out. Good sandwich pressure from blue team. Then Shroomed kind of jumps in there trying to get in the fray, trying to disrupt their positioning, but gets punished immediately. Armada had already been out, so definitely an overcommitment from Shroomed. Just the nature of this set definitely it's pretty chaotic. I think as soon as you have like one player like Westballz on the screen who's kind of running all over, it really changes the flow a lot because the teams are going to be there's going to be a lot more separation, and I think the way to punish it as red team is to try to stay close enough so that you can punish Westballz for his overextensions. Okay, I think that was a case of what I just said. Let's watch again. Rewind. Yes, yes, exactly what I just said. Oh, who's a good doubles commentator? He hits he hits Shroom towards MacD. MacD immediately gets backyard and dies. Who called it? It happens a lot. Definitely something that people don't understand about doubles. Other common situations would include somebody shielding near the ledge while your teammate's recovering, and then you hit them and they get put on the ledge and ledge guard your teammate, ledge hog rather. That happens a lot. Um, there's one more, but I lost my train of thought watching this match. Anyway, uh, yeah, really, really good stuff there from Shroom to close out MacD. And even if MacD had lived, he would have target switched to Westballz. You could tell from how he was moving. A double ledge guard situation, they should really guarantee at least one kill, yeah. It's generally better to go to one, for the faster character to go to the other side of the stage and to team ledge guard someone. But in that case, Westballz, he definitely had a guaranteed kill on Shroom, so worked out nicely. Just remember, it's way better to ensure one kill than to maybe get two. It's just a heuristic you should definitely keep in mind when you're positioning yourself. Okay, so something's been in the water, I tell you. 2016, everyone is fighting on the transformations, like every time. It's getting hard to camp them out. People just want to fight now. I don't know what happened. Luckily, I always fought in friendlies, so it's easy for me to fight. Good save. I really think Shroom should have tried to get on top of the tree and then position himself to maybe pick someone up, but it would have been hard. Okay, MacD with a really doable 2-on-1. These characters can't really wombo combo Peach, and they're gonna have to play neutral. I would like to see them spam projectiles. Yeah, I think this is the right way to do it. Yeah, okay, and right as I said it, it's what they started doing. We are on the same page. I guess I have trained with these guys, so I should know what they were thinking. Not just them individually, but I trained with them as a team. So, yeah. Great down tilt. MacD looking a little flustered in that player cam. I don't have the cam on the overlay, do I? But here, actually, I'll change the overlay just so you guys can see the frustration. It's pretty funny. Edit scene. Okay. Yeah, so watch my cam, the player cam. And then after the game too, and this camera still looks pretty upset. You gotta get over it, man. Oh, still stressed. Okay, yeah, he like drops his controller too. Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry, it might take me a second to fix the overlay. Shroomed with that smile of his, laughing at the defeat of the misery of his opponent. Oops, I actually turned off the wrong thing in the overlay. Okay, so here we go. Game 3. Is this game 3? I felt like this was game 4. Anyway, I noticed Armada is fighting a lot. Maybe this is just because of how much offense Blue Team is putting out. Not too many team combos going on. None of those UGS combos that we are used to seeing, even from Shroomed and Armada. Maybe it's Armada not playing now. Ooh, that was nice. Super good spacing. One thing is that a lot of times people think about team combos as reacting to the DI and then hitting people out of their knockback. But another way to team combo is also just to spam moves right outside your teammate's range, because then you can hit people at the end of hit lag. After somebody gets hit, there's usually like about 3 frames before the knockback starts. And so if you do a move that comes out like 5 frames after your teammates, then that's really likely to hit, just because people are stuck. Yeah, people stay at the beginning of the knockback trajectory for extra frames, and that's what Armada did earlier. Shroom did the other way after Armada like down tilted earlier, then he reacted with a fair. Definitely many ways to team combo, many of which were popularized by Armada and whichever teammates he's had. Red team absolutely dominating them, but playing really far apart. I'd still have to say, when you play this far apart as a mobile team like Peach Sheik, the risk of things going wrong is a lot higher. Like it's cool that they're making a lot happen, but the only way to actually let the other team come back is to play too far apart and then lose a lot of scuffles. Just like Shroom's stock just evaporated. He didn't even last 20 seconds. Armada finally letting go of the stock. One thing is that if somebody is clinging to their stock too much and not being proactive on the stage, they end up letting their teammate get double teamed. They end up giving up opportunities and stuff. A lot of times it's better. Oh, see, okay, right there, really nice. Okay, Team UGS stuff right there from both to close out both kills. But what I'm trying to say is, like when I play with a Fox on my team who's being the aggressor, even when he's at 140, if he has if we still have stocks, I let him be the one taking the lead. I don't start going in. I let him still do the aggression, and then if he loses his stock, it's fine. You don't want to change the pace of your game from what was working to cling the stocks. I tend to cling the stocks because I tend to be a support player. But yeah, you definitely don't want to halt your aggression to cling to your stocks.